Next up, we're going to hear from Victoria Frye, another public school parent up here in Uptown Manhattan.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Tori Frye. I'm really honored to be here today. Thank you for inviting me. I'm the parent of 2 public school students in Districts 5 and 6. I'm an elected parent member of the Community Education Council for District 6. I'm a public education activist, and I'm here today to offer unqualified and extremely enthusiastic support for this ticket, which is going to promise to bring actual change for our children after being promised so-called change for so long. For the past 7 years, parents like all of us have watched as our children's schools have fallen apart. We've watched an institution be systematically dismantled under our noses and on our children's backs and on our teachers' backs. We have watched class sizes balloon to their largest size in 12 to 15 years in some districts. School-based budgets around this city have decreased systematically at the same time that the overall DOE budget has increased dramatically, so schools are suffering. Our children are sitting in dilapidated facilities. They're being educated in trailers. Classrooms are overcrowded. Numerous classrooms around the city are well over the UFT contractual limit, with first graders sitting in classes a size 28 and with only one teacher, and many of those classes have children who have learning disabilities, children who are learning English, all in one classroom and just one teacher. The level of disrespect for our teachers has reached an unprecedented level, and we parents know that our children are being badly affected by this. What we know in public health is that you have something called maternal and child health. And actually in maternal and child health, the health of the mother comes first. Without the health of the mother, the child's health suffers. The mother's health is incredibly important. In fact, it's primal. In the classroom, the teacher's health is incredibly important. What we have done is created a system where the teacher's health is being systematically eroded, supposedly to the benefit of our children. But what we know as parents, as mothers, as fathers, as caregivers for our children, is that our children's learning conditions are our teachers' working conditions. We understand that. We get that. We know that when our teachers' working conditions are terrible, our children's learning conditions are terrible. And right now we're at the worst point in a dozen years in New York City and around the state. And we parents are sick of it. Parents around New York City and around the state are waking up. We are waking up to the reality. This experience has radicalized us, many of us. We know that the politicians that some of us elected to supposedly protect our children in public education have completely sold it out and take all of their policy directives from hedge fund managers and organizations like Democrats for Education Reform. We know about Camp Philos and that Governor Cuomo was slated to attend, a place where hedge fund managers would further instruct others how to privatize and dismantle public education. We know that the Common Core, while potentially possessing some admirable goals, cannot be delinked from the practices that come from it and from the policy goals that drive it. And that goal is to privatize public education. Yes. We know that these people, these hedge fund managers and the Democrats that they have elected and that they are now trying to re-elect, want a disposable teaching force that use scripts to educate only the poorest children among us, while the ultra-rich send their children to private schools and people in the middle are left to fend for themselves. As Dow said, they're creating a sordid society for us. These are the same people who would not send their child to public school in a million years and consistently send their children to private schools. Public school parents, we need someone to believe in. We need someone who's actually going to follow through on the principles of a true public socialized education system. We need someone who's been in the role of a teacher, someone who is a parent, someone who sees clearly what's happening to public education. We need a thinker and a fighter. And that's why we need Brian Jones. He's going to defend our public education system. He's going to defend our children. He truly understands that where our children learn is directly related to how their teachers are treated. And so I'm enormously honored to be here today. And as Karen said, we need to get on the Hawkins-Jones train. Thank you.
All right.